Hi, I'm Ignacio from Purison Solutions, and I do HR recruitment in Essex. I How did I fall into recruitment? Good question. I was referred by a friend to Pure after I finished my university, but that wasn't the first time I heard about the industry. The first time was in first year, and I wasn't too sure it was for me. Um, I liked certain aspects of it, but other aspects I didn't. And after being here for about almost a year, I realized I made the best decision I could have because I actually turns out I enjoy every aspect of it. Client facing, candidate facing, being able to build really good relationships with both clients, candidates, and sometimes even overlapping between those. And yeah, I could not have made a better decision. That does bring the question though. There has been some challenges along the way. Not everything was straight forward after you finish in university. The change between being a student and being able to do basically anything, and just as long as you get your degree and you put your time in, you're able to get good results. Coming from that to going into the adult life, being having to move out from, in my case, from my parents' house, and now having to really become full-time adult, as well as going into a brand new industry with little knowledge and zero experience. That was definitely difficult. Something that even now after years, sometimes some things I have to ask my colleagues for some advice, because sometimes you just don't know what to do in certain situations, and I think that's the biggest challenge of them all. The good thing and positive thing about having challenges is that there's always lessons that come with challenges. In my case, I had loads to learn in terms of how to represent myself, how to represent my company, how to build a brand coming in. As you can imagine, new, you have to build that brand to be able to get people to trust you. And Pure has been amazing at guiding me through that process, both within the company and just learning about the industry, the terminology, how to be able to speak to people professionally, and how to get things done proactively as well. Um, which is absolutely fantastic. Another lesson that we have been able to learn from these challenges is also be able to use people around you. I had a challenge at university. You become very independent, and you do ask professors, but you don't really invest much time asking questions because there's hundreds of you or tens of you in a classroom. You don't really think to ask that many questions. You keep the big ones to ask, and then the small ones you just Google. Whereas here, once you start working with people and you understand that there's so many people that have gone through that as you go in yourself, and they're able to give you more useful answers and actually teach you and guide you to understand what you need to be doing at that point in time. So definitely asking for help has been a big one for me. Um, but yeah, I think if I had any advice to give to people who are thinking about joining, is do it. Uh, you always should ask yourself, it is a really big question. What do you want to do with your life? So I think the best step, if it's spiking your interest, do it, because that means there's something in there that's going to be scratching your brain if you don't do it. And at the same time, ask yourself, do you like learning on a daily basis? Do you enjoy? Are you capable of fixing yourself up, picking yourself up when a situation goes wrong? Are you capable of being able to prove yourself over and over again that you can do something, that you are resilient, that it doesn't matter what they throw at you, you're able to pick yourself up and go, you know what, I can do this. And most important question, you're dealing with people's lives here, you're impacting people's lives. You could be offering a career changing move to someone, so you gotta ask yourself, how can I make this the best possible for this person, the best possible process for this person? And then you realize how fulfilling it is when you get that phone call after a couple of days of them working and them saying, this is the best decision I could have ever done. Thank you so much for helping me. And that is an indescribable feeling. You're not just representing someone, you are impacting their lives. So if that's something that you think of doing and you think that that's going to be fulfilling, I would definitely recommend looking into recruitment.